So, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, I am Reverend Ten Solomon, the pastor in charge of All Saint Protestant Church, ASPC Duse Police Command.
Okay, sir. What kind of happiness did you feel with the celebration of Christmas and the New Year, considering it comes only once in a year?
I'm full of joy. I feel like dancing throughout, just as you saw in the service. When we were in the service, it was New Year comes always is a period of merriment, period of joy. I'm full of joy. I'm happy. My joy is more than what man can express. So I'm so happy because we had a huge free New Year services starting from yesterday to today.
So, sir, as you said that you have never celebrated Christmas and New Year here in Jigawa before, so how do you feel? Is there any difference between here and where you come from in terms of peace and welfare?
Yes, there's a huge differences. Though I am a northerner, I was born and brought up in the north, but my work as a pastor took me to the south for the past 8 years. For the past 8 years, I was caught off with celebration of the Christmas in the north. So my coming back to the north on transfer in April, and this year celebrating the first Christmas and the New Year again after about 8 years of being away. I think there's a difference. I was like, I was caught away for the past 8 years without celebrating with this kind of a celebration. Though we are in a city, Duse is a city where we don't have the opportunity of celebrating like the way we celebrate in the village, having a display of cultural dances and other activities after the main service. But I think there's still a difference. From what I have seen. One of the differences I saw is that the people are willing, people are still celebrating Christmas, preparing for the Christmas and celebrating Christmas with purpose. What I saw is the intentionality. That is the zeal, the ingredients. Let me just put this word. Let me use the word ingredients that we grew up to see when Christmas period is approaching. I saw them as I came back. I thought that it's as it were there. But I saw that people are still preparing, planning for Christmas as it were before, as if nothing has changed. So there's a huge difference, and I'm so happy to see that people are still stick to the root of what God has given us during the Christmas.
Okay, so sir, are there any challenges you face in coexistence with the Muslim or any form of harassment from traditional rulers or the government, considering the rumors being spread that the Christians have been killed?
This is a very big question. But I think as a visitor, I just came in newly. At least this is my either 7th month or 6th month in Jigawa State. The truth is that even as a northerner, I am from Taraba State. Even as a northerner, you know, there's geographical differences. Because I'm from Jigawa State, the rumors and what we hear on the air, what we hear from people, the reality on ground is different. I hope you understand. What is on ground is different. There's nothing like harassment from the Muslims to the Christian community that are staying in Jigawa, particularly in Duse. If it is happening in other places or another part of Jigawa, but not in Duse where I have stayed for the past, and as a pastor, you know, I'm a leader. As a pastor, I've not seen that. It's normal. Life is normal, but the only challenge we have, I think what I had on ground. The challenge that you can, if you go around discussing with Christian community, this is the only challenge they have here. And the challenge is the inability for them to build churches around. For instance, you as we know, the churches in Duse are located in one particular place. That is Rafi Sanyi, and where? The Rafi Sanyi, you know, I'm not this in Rafi Sanyi area and inside the town. I want to tell you, this is the only church that is in the outskirts of Duse. And this is the only thing they complain about. And where we feel that there's a little form of harassment, and I don't see it as an harassment, because every community, every society has the way they control, they have their way, the way of they run their life. So I think the only challenge is that the Christian community, I bet you can go to any pastor or any Christian and interview him. If you say this is what they will tell you. The only challenge is there is that looks like harassment, which we are believing God that with time we will come to an understanding. Is when you're buying land, when you're buying property, if God bless you, you know, do say it's our land. Jigawa is our where we are working, and we believe God that if we are blessed, we buy properties, build houses, and stay in. I think these are the only little things I heard from people. When you're buying land, they have to scrutinize you, asking you whether you will build church or his house. If it is house, you don't have problem as a Christian. If it is church, that is where you have problem. So I think this is the only challenge we have, and we're believing God that with better understanding between the community, with time, we will overcome that. So as far as I'm concerned, and as far as Duce is concerned, there's nothing like form of harassment or whatsoever. If there are, it is at the personal level, but not at the general level.
So is there any problem in terms of building the church, as you said, I have inadequate of it?
Yes, huge one. As you can see, today is Easter service. The church has full to brim, and I want to shock you. People that comes to this church, they come from as far as Yelwawa. You know where Yelwawa? What Damasara, mobile base, and maybe beyond Mieti and Taku side. They come from fast. That is my church. And if you talk of the other churches, most of their members lives outskirts. Like Ekwa Church, let me use Ekwa Church, which is the oldest church in this Duse. I think it was our mission church that started here. Their members live here in Takura Dua and other parts that are not close. Let me tell you, some of them, they have no choice rather than to come and fellowship here, whether they like this church, whether this church is not their own or not. This is the challenge we have. Let me tell you something. An incident that happened that made me that gave me concern. I went out to Takura Adua to go and repair my shoe. So I was sitting at the shoemaker. I saw a group of children, like 100, over 100. They were just gathering in one particular bus stop. So something happened. As I was watching them during the time I was there, a dog came out of the house at where they are parking, where they are gathering, and nearly, in fact, it bite one of them. So later on, I was like, I asked the shoemaker, whose children are these? Where are they going to? Why are they gathering? I was shocked when they told me that it was children of Ekwa Church. That they are gathering there, that is how they do every day. They gather there for waiting for their boss, their driver to come with the bus to pack them to the church in the town. I was like, wow, this is a real challenge. So these people cannot be given an opportunity to build a church around here so that their members that are here. I hope you understand. If it is competition, I will feel like let them not build. But the truth is that it's a challenge for the children to be coming out and be packed with vehicle to. Meanwhile, Ekwa can easily build another. We are not talking of building a new church, a branch. They can build their branch here in Takuradua as much as for their members that are here to ease their movement and all those challenges. I think that is the only challenge.
So, sir, do you have any request message?
Yes,
the government and traditional rulers to give you opportunity to do many thoughts so that you will have inadequate difficulties of your serving? Yes, definitely. This calls for this is a call to request. This is a request. This is a big request of the. I'm not talking on my own at this point. I'm talking of the Christian community here. I was transferred to here. Definitely, I will be transferred. I hope you understand. But this is the challenge on ground. I'm calling on the government and the traditional rulers and the key players, the community leaders, to look into this. We can sit down on the drawing board. There are some things that they have. They have their own fears. Let me tell you one thing. The truth is that even we Christians ourselves, we are not
always comfortable with pluralization of churches. When I say pluralization of churches, building of churches anyhow. When I came here, I was okay. I said, it's good. But the truth is that there are challenges that we cannot run away from. If these people will be given an opportunity, if we can sit down, we will tell the government the kind of churches that can be expanded. There are churches that we call mainline or mother churches like Equa Church, Baptist Church, other, I can't mention them all, Deeper Life, that has members that are on transfer on daily basis. So these people, they may need an opportunity. I appeal to the governor, to the government of the day, and the traditional leader, our paramount ruler of Duse, Jigawa State, Duse, should give us a listening ear. We explain to him, we give them the play card, what can be done to ease our movement. It's not palatable when it comes to finances. It's not easy for them to prepare transport 3 times or 2 times in a week, going to the town and come back. Some of them are frustrated. So my call to the government is that they should look into this matter. I have the Christian community in Duse. I am a sojourner. I came here for an assignment, and there are many of us that are coming in for assignment, national assignment, state assignment, private assignments, and they live. It is where the work takes them that they will live and they need to serve their God. So I think it's stressful for the Christian community in Duse in particular.
So, sir, at the end, what a message of appreciation do you have for the people of Jigawa State and the
wow.
government?
Honestly, I want to say thank you to the state government, especially our able governor, Governor Namodi, is doing well. If somebody is doing well, you have to appreciate him. He's doing well. He has carried everybody along. This is the first state where I have seen that in where I came from, but I have not fully participated or tested the goodness of this opportunity given to the non-indigenous to have their own advisor and given a platform. In fact, this year, by the grace of God, I had learned that after it has been long that Christians in this state were not given an opportunity to travel to Jerusalem for their Christian pilgrimage. But this year, the governor last year he has granted us an opportunity. I think over 100 of us are going. This is a kudos to the governor and to the indigenous of the land for supporting the governor to give us that opportunity through the office of our advisor on non-indigenous matters. It is a good kudos. And when it comes to the welfare of the people during the Christmas, it was different. I have seen a lot. I have seen what I'm impressed with what I have seen. But my call is that this gesture should not only be limited to Christmas. I hope you understand. The government and the key players and the political players should remember the masses, not only during Salah, during festivity, even during odd times. There are times that people are into difficulty, are looking for help, like what we are seeing during festivity. I have seen that is a culture that I admire most, and I want to commend the government. I want to appreciate the governor for what he's doing. I want to comment all the key players, the chief, the king and other people that are working, the emir of Duse and others that are working around the globe to ensure the safety and the life of the people.
So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Jigawa Times TV.